And on that note, we are joined by San Antonio Mayor Ron Nirenberg for today's KSAT Q&A. Mr. Mayor, thank you for joining us. We had some technical difficulties. I'm glad we got all those figured out with you. But we just did a story on San Antonio Airport and Stinson and how they plan on working together to maybe give us more runways to use. Are you keeping track of this? How excited should we be about this prospect?
I think it's hard to overstate how excited we should be. You know, the redevelopment of the San Antonio International Airport began in earnest as we formed a committee to really look at where our airport should be, and if in fact we can build an airport of the future where it's located right now at San Antonio International. It is a strategic competitive advantage for us because, you know, name a top 10 city or a top 20 city for that matter that you can fly into the heart of the city and be 15 minutes away from anywhere or most places that you would want to go, whether you're a resident or a visitor. And we now have a plan that's in place. We have new terminals, new runway capacity, central processing facility, better ingress, egress. It will be a brand new airport for all practical purposes when this plan is completed. And we will be shovels in the ground by next year on the new terminal, and you'll be able to walk in it in 2028. So this is an extraordinary achievement for San Antonio. So big news on the way. It will be widely known nationally and internationally what we are doing with our airport and our air service here in San Antonio.
We'll all be on standby. That was for you.
I see what
that
you
was
did
for
there.
you.
Yeah.
We got to take a quick break. We have lots more to talk about, though, with you, Mayor. Stay with us right after this. We're continuing our KSAT Q&A with Mayor Ron Nirenberg. So let's talk about coal. We covered earlier in this show CPS Energy's decision to shut down its remaining coal plant. And you talked about how we shouldn't expect this to be the last change to San Antonio energy sources. So what do you think those changes could look like in the coming years?
Well, number one, I think it's very important that we focus on the big picture here. And as far as that goes, the big decision yesterday was that we are finally ending the use of coal here in San Antonio by 2028, something that's been called for in this community for probably a couple decades now. And that's a big win for our community. And we're doing that while maintaining our focus on ensuring that San Antonio is an affordable and reliable electric utility. Publicly owned. It's owned by each and every one of us that is served by power here in San Antonio. So it's very important that we do this methodically and we do it thoughtfully. And where this is going now is that I believe through various resources and the change in technology, et cetera, we're going to continue to accelerate our transition to more renewable technology, cleaner energy, and lower emissions, while also enhancing our reliability. Those of us who, all of us remember the dreary February in which we were experiencing Winter Storm Uri. Part of that was our exposure to the ERCOT energy grid. We can't get off that. We're part of the state grid. But the less we have to rely on ERCOT to serve and to manage our utility here at home, the more that we can produce in a renewable fashion, in a low emission fashion here at home, the better off we will be in those events that are challenging, winter extreme weather events. And so this is a plan that also accelerates our reliability quotient here in San Antonio.
Eliminating that source, that coal source, a lot of people might hear that and think, okay, what about my bills? What is that really going to mean for how much I'm paying for energy? What would you tell them?
Well, number one, our city is growing, our community is growing, and we have increasing energy capacity requirements. We are also experiencing changing energy markets. Those are all going to create strains. But what we're trying to do is make sure that we're doing this transition to a reliable and low emissions energy portfolio in the least costly way as possible. So yes, as we have known for years, our energy costs are going up. We have had to make adjustments along the way. We stopped making adjustments for almost a decade, and so we had to start doing those again. But we're not doing them in the same manner that other cities are in terms of the high costs, the increases that we're seeing. I will tell you, just up the road, they're going through 3 increases in 1 year. That's not what we want our San Antonio community to experience. So we will be projecting out the costs of the transition over time and helping to moderate those costs as much as possible. I will tell you that I was up in D.C. last month. There is an Inflation Reduction Act that is focused a lot on this energy transition and making sure that we have affordable and reliable energy all across the country. And they are viewing San Antonio as one place where we can put a lot of emphasis. And so we help to reduce those costs with the programs that are made available through the Inflation Reduction Act as well.
You know, there's always been a lot of talk about your trip to D.C., which is why we couldn't touch base with you last week. But there's always a lot of talk about green jobs in the United States. Can we go one step further and talk about green jobs in San Antonio?
We absolutely can. In fact, the new energy economy, is it's often referred to, which is, solar manufacturing, wind manufacturing. A lot of those jobs are being produced here at home. We do expect that a more significant portion of our nation's energy is going to be derived from solar, particularly in the South. Here in San Antonio, we have a lot of unrealized potential. So those jobs are going to be created here in San Antonio. They already are, and they're going to increase in that capacity. So as we experience locally the energy transition, this is also a boon for our local economy. So there's a win-win on a number of fronts, including, our resiliency as well as our lower emissions in the energy production.
We were showing some pictures there of your D.C. trip. Can you talk to us about, so often these trips are geared towards advocating for something for San Antonio or asking for that. What was really the mission of this trip?
Well, a couple. One is to ensure that San Antonio is getting its fair share of resources made available through the various federal programs, historic programs, such as the Inflation Reduction Act, which is a multi hundreds of billions of dollars program focused on the energy transition in the country, and various elements of rebates related to replacing appliances and things like that for local consumers. We're also talking about the infrastructure law that is bringing millions of dollars to help improve our infrastructure across the country. One big focus we just talked about, which is the airport, but we also have a lot of road infrastructure needs. We're going to advocate for programs and putting in proposals for that. There's also the American Rescue Plan Act, which is, again, being delivered as we speak in terms of relief of the impacts of the pandemic. So making sure that San Antonio is getting its fair share, getting in front of these departments. I had several meetings with members of the cabinet in housing, in our EPA, Department of Commerce, that are all managing these projects. We want to make sure that San Antonio is bringing our fair share home of those projects to improve our community and to help us to have a very strong recovery here.
San Antonio Mayor Ron Nirenberg, always appreciate your time.
Thank you all very much.